Welcome to your Saturday.
And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's Game 3 of this four-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball on the show. Next. Joe Musgrove, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
High in the air into shallow left center. Dickerson is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Digging in now, Joey Votto. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he lays off there, 1-0. Left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Gennett, an Ohio native. He was a 16th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Reds do push. Sal Romano, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jay Hay, Josh Harrison do his thing. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Hamilton is there, 2 gone. Here's Starling Marte, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Marte is considered an absolute stud with a bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Jeanette has it. Throw on Devado will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. In now, Scott Schebler. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield, from center to both corners, with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
The windup and the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And here's Polanco to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. Now at the plate, Josh Bell, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Here's Gregory Polanco. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bell gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Shot toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. The relay throw, and he'll be tagged out at third base on a heady play. And he'll pull into second with one away. Stepping into the box, David Freese. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hamilton is under it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. Runner in scoring position with Cervelli. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Sliders in for a strike. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is there, and that's the 3rd out. Stepping in, Sal Romano. 9-1-2 due up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd. Throw won't get him.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Billy Hamilton will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
And this one gets away. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Dickerson's after it. He's there and records the first out. So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati 3rd. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And a ball 1-0. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Missed with a slider. Still only 1 out in the inning. Skied down the left field line. Dickerson's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Hard liner to center field. And this was sinking on him at the end, but he's able to hang with it. And the inning runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Reds lead this one 4-0. Standing in, Joe Musgrove. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That's a ball. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Josh.
Now to the plate, Josh Harrison. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The pitch. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Now the 1-0. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And that one just missed outside.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
There's the 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors. Now at the plate, Scooter Gennett. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Marte going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back. Right fielder.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. Schebler stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was taken in the 26th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Bell over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Gregory Polanco, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Duvall is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. Here's David Freese to stand in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Freese stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I know you have to have teammates on base to drive runs in, but this guy has had a knack all year of coming through with clutch hits at the right time or come back in some big games. He leads the team in RBIs as he approaches the final push towards free agency.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Standing in, Tucker Barnhart. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting. Pitcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sal Romano will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. Digging in once again, Billy Hamilton. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
And here's Jose Peraza. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Count remains at 0-2. Hamilton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
To first. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Musgrove comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here it comes. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Harrison. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Votto is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Here's Starling Marte, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a little tapper. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh, still down by a count of 4-2. In is Joey Votto now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ripped down the first base line. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
0-2 the count to Suarez.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Riding in once again, Scooter Gennett. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. In his career, Gennett has a slugging percentage a little over 425, a respectable number. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Ready with another 0-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Fastball called for strike 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
So he sets him down swinging. Scott Schebler is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Popped him up. Cervelli waits on it, and the inning is over. Reds strand. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Duvall comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So coming to the plate, Josh Bell. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Jeanette. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Gregory Polanco. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Now in the box, David Freese. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So striding forward now, Sal Romano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, and it's 0-1. Popped him up. Frazier into shallow left. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Billy Hamilton comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. And here's Jose Peraza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. 1. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 home. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Joe Musgrove.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Joe Musgrove. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 5.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Josh Harrison. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Peraza fields it cleanly. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. In is Joey Votto now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
First baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Hit back up the middle. Frazier is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Third baseman, number 7.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Fastball in there for a called strike. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Behind 0-2 now. Freeze into foul territory, and that's going to land foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Kyle Crockett is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his...
Number 51, Kyle Crockett.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looped out towards short, and 1 gone.
Up next for the Pirates, center fielder.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. Duvall is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Left fielder.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Gennett is there. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Michael Feliz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Stepping up now, Tucker Barnhart. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. Phil Gosselin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last. Raisel Iglesias comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Josh Bell the next to hit. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's gone 2 for 5. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Duvall has a read on it. 1 out. Ready for another shot now. Gregory Polanco. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
David Freese is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Polanco stands at first with 1 out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing. With 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard. 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me.
Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Cincinnati Reds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sal Romano takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Joe Musgrove takes the loss despite working 8 very strong innings. Raisel Iglesias earns the save out of the bullpen, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Pirates,
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-2. The Chicago Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-5. The Nationals got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. The Miami Marlins broke up their 7-game losing skid as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-2. The Colorado Rockies sent 3 balls into the seats as they pulverized the Braves 7-1. Yankees claim victory over the Orioles 4-3.